Welcome to Crime Files. Today, we're diving into one of the most perplexing and heart-wrenching cases in true crime history, the mysterious death of JonBenét Ramsey. This case has puzzled investigators, fascinated the public, and sparked countless theories over the years. Let's start at the beginning and take a deep dive into the intricate details of this tragic story. JonBenét Patricia Ramsey was a 6-year-old girl who lived with her family in Boulder, Colorado. She was known for her participation in child beauty pageants, where she dazzled audiences with her poise and charm. Born on August 6, 1990, JonBenét quickly became a darling of the pageant circuit, winning numerous titles and accolades. Her life seemed picture perfect, filled with the promise of a bright future. But that image was shattered on December 26, 1996. On that fateful day, the Ramsey family woke up to every parent's worst nightmare. JonBenét's mother, Patsy Ramsey, discovered a handwritten ransom note on the staircase. The note demanded $118,000 for JonBenét's safe return, a very specific and unusual amount, which coincidentally matched John Ramsey's recent bonus. Patsy, in a state of panic, immediately called 911 at 5:52 a.m., and the Boulder police arrived at the scene within minutes. The initial response by law enforcement was marred by critical mistakes. The house was not properly secured, and friends and family were allowed to move about freely, potentially contaminating vital evidence. Officers initially treated the case as a kidnapping, which led to several procedural errors. The ransom note itself raised many questions. It was unusually lengthy, at 2.5 pages, and written on paper from a notepad found inside the house. The note was addressed to Mr. Ramsey and signed SBTC, a mysterious acronym that has never been definitively explained. The language and phrasing of the note seemed inconsistent with a typical ransom demand, leading many to speculate about its true origins. As the investigation continued, the police advised John Ramsey and a family friend, Fleet White, to search the house again. At approximately 1 p.m., John and Fleet made a horrifying discovery in the basement. JonBenét's lifeless body was found covered with a white blanket, her mouth duct taped, and her wrists and neck wrapped in a garrote made from a paintbrush handle and a piece of cord. Additionally, she had suffered a severe blow to the head, causing a skull fracture. The discovery of JonBenét's body shifted the investigation from a kidnapping to a homicide. The case quickly became a media sensation. The Ramseys, wealthy and prominent in their community, were thrust into the spotlight. Public opinion was divided. Some believed the Ramseys were involved, while others thought an intruder was responsible. The intense media scrutiny only added to the complexity of the investigation. The investigation initially focused heavily on the family. Patsy Ramsey's handwriting was compared to the ransom note, and both parents were subjected to intense scrutiny. JonBenét's older brother, Burke, who was 9 years old at the time, was also questioned. Despite the family's cooperation, suspicions lingered. The Ramseys were criticized for their public behavior, which some perceived as unusual for grieving parents. Their decision to hire a public relations firm early in the investigation also drew skepticism. Despite extensive investigations, no definitive answers emerged. The crime scene was mishandled, and crucial evidence was potentially lost or contaminated. The police and district attorney's office often clashed, further complicating the investigation. The case seemed to be at a standstill, with no clear direction. In 2008, new DNA evidence cleared the Ramsey family of any involvement. The DNA found on JonBenét's clothing did not match any family members. This revelation led many to believe that an intruder was responsible. However, this theory also has its challenges. One theory is that an intruder entered through a broken basement window. However, No footprints were found in the snow outside the window, and there were no signs of forced entry elsewhere in the house. Additionally, how did the intruder know where to find the notepad and pen to write the ransom note? These questions continue to baffle investigators. Detective Lou Smith, who was brought in to investigate, strongly believed in the intruder theory. He pointed to the broken window, the presence of an unidentified boot print near JonBenét's body, and the DNA evidence as indicators of an outside perpetrator. Smith theorized that the intruder used a stun gun to subdue JonBenét and carried her to the basement. Smith's theory also included the possibility that the intruder was someone familiar with the Ramsey household, which would explain the intimate knowledge needed to navigate the home and locate specific items. In 1999, a grand jury voted to indict John and Patsy Ramsey on charges of child abuse, resulting in death. But the district attorney declined to sign the indictment, citing insufficient evidence. This decision further fueled public speculation and debate. The lack of a clear resolution only added to the mystery surrounding the case. As years passed, the case remained unsolved. In 2016, on the 20th anniversary of JonBenét's death, renewed interest led to several documentaries and special reports. Experts and former investigators re-examined the evidence, but no new breakthroughs were made. The case continued to captivate the public, with new theories and speculations emerging regularly. The Boulder Police Department continues to receive tips and leads, but the case remains open and unsolved. JonBenét's tragic death has left a lasting impact on the community and the world of true crime. The unanswered questions and unresolved details keep the case alive in the public's mind. One of the more controversial aspects of the case involves the behavior and actions of the Boulder Police Department. The initial mishandling of the crime scene, combined with the tensions between law enforcement agencies, significantly hampered the investigation. Key pieces of evidence were overlooked, and the focus on the family diverted attention from other potential leads. In addition to the physical evidence, the psychological profiles and behavioral analysis of the crime have also been extensively debated. Some experts argue that the nature of the crime suggests an intimate knowledge of the victim and her environment, while others believe the brutality points to a stranger with malicious intent. These conflicting viewpoints highlight the complexities and challenges in solving such a case. The media's role in the JonBenét Ramsey case cannot be understated. The sensational coverage, fueled by the public's fascination with the pageant lifestyle and the affluent Ramsey family, created a circus-like atmosphere. The relentless pursuit of stories and the often invasive nature of the reporting added pressure to an already strained investigation. The Ramseys' decision to engage with the media, including interviews and public statements, was seen by some as an attempt to control the narrative, while others viewed it as a necessary step to defend their innocence. So, what really happened to JonBenét Ramsey? Was it an intruder, or did the answer lie within the family home? Theories abound, but definitive answers remain elusive. What are your thoughts? Do you have a theory or perspective on this case? Let us know in the comments below. The pursuit of truth and justice for JonBenét continues, and every piece of information could potentially bring us closer to solving this tragic mystery. True crime cases like this remind us of the importance of thorough investigations and the relentless pursuit of justice for all victims. As we continue to explore these mysteries, we hope that someday the truth will come to light. The JonBenét Ramsey case remains a poignant reminder of the complexities and challenges in the world of criminal investigations. The case has also had a profound impact on the Ramsey family. John and Patsy Ramsey faced immense scrutiny and personal attacks. Patsy battled ovarian cancer, which she had been diagnosed with in 1993, and passed away in 2006 without ever seeing a resolution to her daughter's case. John Ramsey has continued to advocate for justice for JonBenét, maintaining the family's innocence and urging the public and law enforcement to keep searching for the truth. In the years following the crime, numerous books, documentaries, and television specials have examined the case, each offering different perspectives and theories. These works have contributed to the ongoing public discourse and have kept the case in the spotlight. However, despite the extensive coverage and investigation, the mystery remains unsolved. The JonBenét Ramsey case also led to changes in how law enforcement approaches child abduction and murder cases. The high-profile nature of the case and the criticism of the initial investigation prompted many police departments to review and update their procedures for handling such sensitive and complex cases. The hope is that future investigations will be more thorough and less susceptible to the mistakes that plagued the Ramsey case. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the JonBenét Ramsey case. If you found this video informative, please give it a thumbs up, share it with fellow true crime enthusiasts, and don't forget to subscribe to Crime Files. Hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. We will continue to bring you detailed examinations of the most fascinating and mysterious cases. Together, we can honor the memory of JonBenét Ramsey and all victims by seeking the truth and advocating for justice.